Day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. We welcome you to Los Angeles. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Lou Brock.
The center fielder, Lou Brock.
Here comes a pitch. That one finds the zone, and that is strike two. Struck him out swinging. He swung over top of the curveball.
Now, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base pass. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
The wind and the pitch. And a foul ball. One out, base is empty. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses. The high heat, too much on that one.
Now, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, tables.
Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Redbirds down quietly, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium, today's starting pitcher, Seth Hargrove. And singing a special day for him. He's making his major league debut here.
And I'm sure he's got some nerves. He'll be excited for that first pitch to be in and over with so that he can settle in to pitching just like he did in the minor leagues. Exciting moment. He's got his family in town. I think this moment's going to be a huge tone setter for his career.
Here's the veteran second baseman, Jackie Robinson. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
Musial hauls it in, and there's one away. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Freeman tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And no swing, says Joe McDonald. The 3-1. That's a strike across the top of the zone. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Here's a big power threat. Duke Snyder. And the pitch. That one at triple digits.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's a 1-2. Stays alive. Man at first, one away. And now the count is even. Harper, a big part of the storyline for us today. He's making his debut and hoping to carve out a valuable role in the mound at this ball club. And a pitch. Wouldn't chase that time.
At this point, it doesn't matter if you're a first rounder or an undrafted free agent. All that matters once you reach this level is producing. Can you help your team get better? It's a big question. That said, you don't want to put too much pressure on your debut. I hope he's taking time to enjoy this experience today.
On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3, double play. And the inning is over. Nothing on the board for the Dodgers in the first. Back on the show from Chavez Ravine in a few. No score. Back here at Chavez Ravine. All set for the start of the inning. Now up for St. Louis, Tony Stone. She's not going to get cheated up there.
No, she's not. She's looking to do damage with every swing she takes.
And a foul ball. The pitch. And another ball. Carl Dixon doing the umpiring behind the plate.
And Boog, I'm not sure if it's because he sort of sets up higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the high strike. Not usually a big deal because most players are swinging at pitches up there, but we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to time because that's just so unusual.
The first baseman, number 6,
And now Stan Musial. One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The wind of the pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Two down, nobody on. Pitch misses inside. 3-1. Nolan Arenado to bat next. The 3-1. And that's in there at the knees. Good job to fight that one off. The wind of the pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 outs. This one popped up right side. Settles under this one. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Mookie Betts. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers can sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting the ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
The 1-2.
Ball.
No score here in the second. Swing and a miss. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Batting 6.
Now it's the right fielder, Jason Hayward. Swings and misses. And the count is even, 2-2.
2 strikes.
Two out, space is empty. Swing and a base hit. So the inning is still alive with Will Smith coming to the dish.
Everything came together for him.
His
job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. Hitters, they take so many reps in the cages, working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And a 1-2. In the air, left side. Sizing this one up. He's got it. And that is out number 3. So the Dodgers leave one. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in L.A. And now here is Nolan Arenado. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. And a swing and a miss.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play. Can throw from so many different angles and makes really tough plays look very easy. I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity, and it is hard to catch up to.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Next offering is in for a strike. Top of the third, no score. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the door. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
The start to this game on the mound looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
So now here's the pitcher, Seth Hargrove. 2 down, nobody on. Swings through that.
2-2 the count.
Here's the 2-2.
Count
Wouldn't
is
chase
3-2.
that time. Lou Brock in the St. Louis on deck circle. And the righty deals. Swings and misses, struck him out. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. Still no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the left fielder, James Outman. That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 1-2.
Triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Left-hand batter waits. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Michael Lambert steps to the plate for the Dodgers. The line to kick the pitch. That missed inside. 2-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you prefer that pitcher work away.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. And he hits a ground ball right side. Stone throws to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Now the second baseman, Jackie.
And up next for Los Angeles, Jackie Robinson. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And that is cut on and missed. And now 2-2.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, and we're still knotted at 0. On to the 4th, and here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Lou Brock.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Makes a nice running catch. And there's one down. And a batter now, Lars Nootbaar. The 1-1. Up the middle. Throws to first in time.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Shortstop, Grace Lee.
And up next for St. Louis, Grace Lee. She's kind of an outlier, especially when hitters are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. There's a swing and a miss.
Her swing is so good, it's in the zone a long time. She gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And that's in the dirt. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that players really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If she's doing damage now, if she's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if she can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Tony Stone up next.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
2 outs. To third, Muncy gathers and throws to first. And that is the third out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. And we are still scoreless. Bottom of the fourth. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
Freeman hits it in the air. Rock in pursuit. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Number 4. Snyder.
Stepping in the long ball threat, Duke Snyder. All tied up here on opening day. And another ball. And a swing and a miss there.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
The 2-2 on the way. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And that's a little bit high. 3-2 now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Way inside, and that hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's Mookie Betts.
As a hitter, I'll take that all day long. An off-speed pitch, it's not going to rattle your cage too much.
Throw to first, back in there standing.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
That one almost got him.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Max Muncy at the dish. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slog is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns. He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Snyder leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And downstairs.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Jason Hayward up next for the Dodgers. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Payoff pitch. And he walked him.
The batter, the right fielder,
Jason Hayward steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First and second, 2 down as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Top of the zone for a called strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes. strikes.
The pitch. Got it. That's the third out. Inning over.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the fifth inning. Tony Stone digging in now. Here's a 1-1. Late on that fastball.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
And a 1-2 again. Swing and a miss, and she chases that one in the dirt. Smith collects, fires to first, gets her one away on a drop third strike.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If she's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before she commits, she's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice two-strike pitch, though.
Now, Stan Musial. On a line out towards center. Snags it. Two-way down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
2 down, nobody on. And that's off the inside edge. 2-1. Swings through that one out in front that time. 2 outs. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. Halfway through this one, still no score. And we're back. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5. Will Smith. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there. Blue zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Base hit center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now back, the pitcher.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
1 gone, runner at first. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Michael Lambert. Here's a 1-1. And a sac bunt here. They apply the tag, and the runner moves up to second.
Now back, the second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jackie Robinson, the next to hit. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. And a pitch. In for a strike, and the count 1-2. Out towards left center. Really out of goes for a score. Pulls up and it drops for a hit. In comes the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Dodgers.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run-scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. 2 outs, runner on first. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Move to first, and he's back in safely. Robinson off of first with 2 away. There goes Jackie. And right back to the mound. Gets it to first, and Freeman is retired. What a play, inning over. Well, they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. Baseball is on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine, top of the 6th inning. Here's the third baseman, Nolan Arenado. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Next offering is outside. On the ground to third. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Well, they didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. 1 down, base is empty.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
Swing and a miss, 99. How do you do?
You have a catcher that can throw like that. A pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
Smith calls it in, 2 away.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
And that one clips the corner. Leads in November for the strikeout. So he's perfect through 6. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Cardinals 0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, and now the center fielder, Duke Snider. The pitch. Wouldn't chase that time. Activity in the bullpen. Andrew Kittredge, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Romero, a left-hander, also throwing. Righty to the plate. Swing and a grounder, foul, first base side. And a pitch. And another ball. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Now, when you follow up a triple-digit fastball with a nasty changeup, pretty much every time the hitter's going to be in trouble. That was the plan. Get him to sit dead red on the fastball and then just make him look foolish with the off-speed stuff.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
swing and a miss, struck him out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. Ground ball left side. Throws across the diamond. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang, play to end the inning. Dodgers down in order, but they lead it 1-0. Back here in L.A., we go to the top of the 7th, and here is Lou Brock.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Checks his swing, now an appeal to third. No, he held up. In danger of losing the perfect game here. Now fly ball to right center. Snyder settles under it. Brings it in. And there's one away. Now the number 2 hitter, Lars Nootbaar. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Looking to get the tying run on base. And now 2-2.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
Comes a 2-2.
3 balls, 2
He should
strikes.
get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's well.
And here's a 3-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Blasted right by him.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And now Grace Lee. This is a true 5-tool player. Not very many of them out there, but when she's on the field, you can't take your eyes off her.
That's a
Off
ball.
the mark there. And that's ball 2.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch her play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that she does, just a joy to watch.
Late with the swing there. It's for average power, the ability to feel the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. Foul ball left side, you'll see another. Got her swinging. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Redbirds down quietly. They're down 1-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. JoJo Romero.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing team did that to me.
The lefty ready and a 1-1.
Ball, that's low.
And it's strike 2.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
2-2 now to 22. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Arenado makes the play. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, catcher, Will.
The batter now will be Will Smith. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was
One
late
ball,
that
2
time.
strikes.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
The 1-2.
Ball
Just
left
off
outside.
the outside part of the plate.
It's a good take.
That
Full count.
one misses, and it's a full count. Got him swinging. Two outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, James Outman.
Man.
Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run.
He's safe.
He is safe. And he beats the girl by a whisker.
She did all she could at short to try to make an amazing play and almost got it done, but good hustle down the line, and that's an earned infield hit.
So man aboard. Here's the pitcher, Michael Lambert. The pitch. On the ground out to short. Now the throw to first on the run. They get the out, and that'll do it. One left for L.A., but they still lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Tony Stone.
Number 29.
And he deals. That misses the zone. Now 2 balls and a
2
strike.
balls, 1 strike.
Outside.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
The 3-1. Sliced hard but foul. Kicks and deals. Bounce to the left side. Muncy sends it to first. Leadoff hitter is out here in the 8th. And he's now just 5 outs away. He's got a real shot at this thing.
Yeah, Boog, he is rolling just in one of those grooves where he looks pretty unbeatable today.
Hit in the air, right field. Got it! Covered plenty of distance there. And there's 2 down. So just 4 more outs to get through. And the tension is building in the ballpark right now.
Yeah, and we can feel it in the booth. He's got these hitters locked up.
Hit on the ground, and it gets through. Just like that, the perfect game is gone. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
So close, but there goes the no-no with 2 outs in the 8th. And I'm sure he's going to want that last pitch back and think about what might have been. But you know what? He's really been amazing in this one. Total control from the first batter on.
Substitution being made at first, and pinch running for St. Louis, Ozzie Smith. Runner at first with 2 away. Here's Nolan Arenado. At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss. And a count for the 2.
Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's a little bit low. Action in the pen down there. Evan Phillips looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Two outs. Ace and misses. It's a strikeout.
Is He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Now into the ball game on defense, Tommy Edman. He'll be out in left field. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Now it's the second baseman, Jackie Robinson. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
And now the lefty bounced up the middle. Fires to first on the run. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the eighth.
Just an outstanding play going up the middle right there. And the exchange to get the throw out to first just shows you why she's one of the best shortstops around. So smooth yet so quick at the same time. And any slower and those wheels burning down the first baseline are going to turn that into an infield hit.
Next offering is in for a strike. Base is empty, one away. Here in the bottom half of the eighth inning. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike three. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Duke Snider. This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. That one out to right. Nootbaar in a dead sprint. Nice grab on the run. And that is that. Looks like he's heading back out for the ninth as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. And we're back. All set to start the ninth in this one. And now the Cardinals catcher, Wilson Contreras. And the right-hander deals. And a ground ball to first. Freeman takes it himself. Now one gone in the ninth.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
Oliver Marmol calling for a pinch hitter here. Paul Goldschmidt looking to start something with one gone. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
A one-run lead here at the top of the ninth. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He
fastball to letters frozen for strike three.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
One out left for the Cardinals, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Lou Brock. And another ball. Here comes a pitch. And there's a foul ball. The Cardinals down to their final strike. Lifted in the air, right center field. Snyder going after it. They squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers get a shutout on the mound.
Really incredible performance on the mound. You know he's going to stew a little bit over that one hit that he gave up, because when you look at the body of work, so dominant, he'd have made just one better pitch. Perhaps he'd have a no-hitter.
1-0 the final. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
final line score this afternoon. For the victorious Dodgers, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 6 runners on base. For St. Louis, no runs, just 1 hit, no errors. They left 1 runner on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending today's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive on safely.